This is the most unshakable aircraft in the world. It can fly at the speed of an F-16 fighter jet, reach an altitude of 45,000 feet, and serve as a bunker in case of a nuclear attack. This is Air Force One, always ready to transport the president anywhere in the world. On May 18, 1954, the Columbine II aircraft was en route to the American state of North Carolina, with then U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower and his team on board. Securing the president's safe landing was the top priority of the U.S. Air Force. The aircraft was registered under the call sign of Air Force 8610 to the air traffic controller. However, when the plane was near its destination, a commercial plane entered the radar with the same call sign and was of the same model as the one carrying the US president. Both planes sharing the same airspace confused the air traffic controller in identifying the president's plane. After some confusion, the president's plane landed safely, but this incident raised significant concerns within the American Air Force regarding the security loophole it exposed for the president. Since that day, regardless of the aircraft in which the US president travels, its call sign is automatically changed to Air Force One. Currently, a modified Boeing 747-200B is used to transport the American president. At first glance, this aircraft may resemble any ordinary commercial plane, but it is, in fact, the world's most advanced and secure 747 airplane. There are actually two of them, custom-made by Boeing and upgraded by the US military. According to the Pentagon, each of these iconic aircraft costs around $200,000 per hour to operate. They stand 6 stories high and measure 71 meters in length. They can reach a maximum altitude of 45,100 feet, which is about 10,000 feet higher than the average Boeing 747 aircraft. The floor plan. Inside the aircraft, there are 4,000 square feet of floor space spread across 3 decks. The upper deck serves as a telecommunications center, functioning as a mobile command center. The lower deck functions as a cargo hold equipped with a self-baggage handling system. However, it's the middle deck that truly buzzes with activity and significance. This deck hosts the president's private quarters, including an office, bedroom, and facilities for meetings and briefings. In addition to this, the president's quarters are marked by a star pattern carpet on the floor.
Whenever you see stars on the carpet on Air Force One, that is the president's personal space.
Moreover, the middle deck is a multifunctional hub. It contains accommodations for as many as 70 passengers, in addition to the crew of 26. These accommodations include seating and work areas for media representatives, security staff, and other personnel, an in-flight pharmacy and emergency medical equipment, and 2 galleys in which as many as 100 servings per meal can be prepared. Air Force One is not just a flying office, it's a flying hospital. With a dedicated doctor on board, an operational room fitted with cutting-edge medical equipment, ample supplies of the president's blood type, and a range of vaccinations ready for any medical emergency. The defense systems. Air Force One rests within a highly secure hangar at Joint Base Andrews, surrounded by double fences and military checkpoints. However, according to the US military, the aircraft is even more secure in the air than on the ground, with a remarkable capability to fly 8,900 miles non-stop at a top speed of 600 miles per hour. During the chaos of 9/11, a pilot escorting the president in an F-16 had to push his jet to keep pace with Air Force One, and thanks to its mid-air refueling capabilities, this iconic aircraft can remain airborne for weeks if needed. But it's not just speed and endurance that makes Air Force One formidable. It's been heavily modified by the military into an airborne fortress capable of evading anti-aircraft missiles and potential drone attacks. Its body is armor-plated, with bulletproof windows offering additional protection. Moreover, the aircraft boasts sophisticated defensive measures, including enemy radar jammers, safeguards against electromagnetic pulses, heat flare ejectors capable of diverting heat-seeking missiles, and many more features, which are top secret. Security protocols. In flight, Air Force One is secured with its airspace, with non-presidential flights maintaining a distance of 3 nautical miles or 5 kilometers from the president's aircraft. Preceding Air Force One, a C-17 Globemaster cargo plane carries a Marine One helicopter, along with the presidential motorcade and the Beast, especially on international trips. Trailing behind Air Force One is the Doomsday plane. The Doomsday plane, formerly known as the National Airborne Operations Center, acts as an airborne nuclear bunker, and serves as a mobile command post for the United States government during times of national emergency or nuclear war. Its purpose is to ensure continuity of government and maintain communication between the president, military commanders, and other key officials in the event of a catastrophic event that disrupts traditional communication channels or renders fixed command centers inoperable. Essentially, it is designed to provide a secure and survivable platform for decision-making and coordination during the most dire situations. It might be surprising, but Air Force One is so secure that it doesn't typically require fighter jet escorts. The only instances where it's accompanied by fighter jets are during crises like 9/11 or for media spectacle. Other than these rare occurrences, you'll never spot fighter jets accompanying the president's plane at any airport around the world. Air traffic controllers are instructed to divert any flights scheduled to arrive around the same time as Air Force One to ensure the president's security and smooth operation of the aircraft. Crew training. Air Force One is maintained and operated by the Presidential Airlift Group, which includes 2 pilots, a navigator, and an engineer in the cockpit, along with other staff members in the cabin. This crew undergoes extensive training to handle every possible situation. Additionally, the presidential pilots, who are from the US Air Force, are trained in evasive maneuvers to address any potential attack scenario. The only documented instance of such maneuvers being employed was during President Nixon's visit to Syria in 1974. When the Syrian government sent 4 MiGs to escort the president to the base, the message didn't reach the crew. As a result, the presidential pilot took decisive action, executing a steep dive to ensure the safety of the aircraft. The new Air Force One. The current Air Force One entered service in 1990, but it's about to undergo a major change. The Boeing company received $3.2 billion from the US government to build 2 new Boeing 747 aircraft. Originally scheduled for delivery in 2024, the planes are now expected to be delivered in 2027 due to COVID-related delays and parts availability issues. The contract for these new Air Force One planes was signed back in 2018, and since then, Boeing has been working on something truly special. The key features of these aircraft are expected to be remarkable. Well, it looks like we'll have to wait a bit longer for those sleek new birds, but you don't need to wait that long for our next video, so smash that subscribe button and hit that bell icon. And while you're at it, drop a comment below with your ideas for our next topic.